What's up? Welcome to the Loud and Gay Show. You gay? I think you gay. A little bit.
That's a hard question, you know what I mean? It's real complicated because you got to get into you got to get into everything. You know what I mean? Who knows if
You want to suck dick or not? See, God wants to know. God wants to know. Anyways, this is Jhariah, musician, great at music. I was listening to your shit in the fucking subway, and it was really good. It was really good.
Yeah.
He's kind of like the first ethical Brendan Urie.
You know, low-key, I try my best to be ethical. You know,
But I was listening, I was like, yeah, you definitely fucked with Panic at the Disco growing up. He was annoying as fuck in 8th grade, probably.
Yo, I was annoying for all types of other reasons. Man.
Like what?
I was just on my own shit.
No, yeah. Tell us the multifaceted nature of you being annoying as fuck.
Yeah. Okay, so picture this, right? 8th grade, I was a YouTuber.
Me too, actually.
I'm sure. So that was already a bad.
Oh no, yeah, it's bad. No, yeah, no. Being a YouTuber in middle school, high school did not do me any favors. No, not at all.
Yo, I feel career-wise, it did great things for me. You know, because it allowed me to really test out, being in the public eye and a low stakes.
So he was actually getting viewership and shit.
Not big, but enough that I feel it was micro dosing
success,
what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? So, but it was low stakes. You know?
Yeah.
It's if some shit happened, it'd be a couple dozen people, a couple hundred people, and they'd be that was weird.
When you fuck over everyone, scam them for all their money, it's only 12 people that know about it.
Exactly.
You know, and you could just block them from your Discord or
yeah,
or your Instagram comment section.
Exactly. Delete their comments.
Yeah, delete their comments. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love getting people riled up in my comment section and just delete their comment, and they can't do shit about it.
You can't do anything.
You can't fight with me on my own turf.
Exactly.
Bitch, you lost. I own the battlefield.
It was never gonna be an equal play.
This was never gonna be your thing. But how'd you get into music? Did you come from a musical family? Did they all sit you down one day and was yo, you gotta be like Michael Jackson for me or something like that?
Yo, so not at all actually. So I didn't fuck with music at all as a kid. I didn't like music.
People put on songs on the radio and he was turn that shit off.
Yeah.
Can we get some silence up in this bitch?
I loved some silence. Honestly.
Yeah.
As a kid. And it was I don't know why. I was music was just so overstimulating. Mm-hmm. So especially if I didn't know the song, I'd be this is just sounds. I don't even know what we're trying to do.
You heard music for the first time, you was yo, what is who's clickety clacking on the fucking beat?
Yo,
what the
I'm
fuck?
saying
you heard a hi-hat and you was what the fuck?
Yo, and I thought about it too, because I was yo, once I got into music, I got really into music. So why didn't I like it as a kid? And I realized recently.
You went from 0 to 10?
0 to 10.
Damn.
Okay. And I realized, right, that it was because my dad used to play music in his car, right? And he is a really kind of really stoic guy, you know what I mean? He's very kind of reserved, you know what I mean? So it's musically, it's you think he'd be in there listening to jazz or something, or listening to
was he listening to heavy metal?
He was listening to mad dance hall.
Well, you said he's stoic and shit, so I was thinking the opposite of that.
Yo, that's hilarious. Yeah, the thought of my dad listening to Tech 9 is hilarious.
Bro, I was 15 in my bedroom being Tech 9 spitting right now.
Yeah, literally me at 15.
I mean, I was listening to Sriracha it was fucking great.
Yeah, with Jordan
Lucas. I think Logic was on it too.
Yo, and literally Tech 9 will, not to get distracted from the original thing, but Tech 9 will be dealt with. Because I blame him for so many of the things that are happening right now.
Oh,
in the rap
he was
world.
He was the gateway?
I feel yo.
He co-signed too many people?
Co-signed way too many people. And he was just in the perfect spot to where he was allowed to do that. It's Logic co-signed. Jordan Lucas co-signed. I can go on. Yo, Hobson co-signed.
Yo, Hobson's doing crazy things with the blue contact.
Yo, what's the...
He's sitting there on that tricycle going crazy.
I blame, Dax, I blame Tech 9. I don't even know if he knows about him.
Oh, yeah.
But I blame
Without
him.
Tech 9, we would never get a Dax.
I'm saying.
With that Joker video. Yo, you should do that open call.
open verse.
Yo, you should hop on that. That'd be crazy.
Not only am I not doing that, but that put me off from ever wanting to do any kind of open anything. Because I saw him do it and I was like, oh yeah, that's not cool.
That's not
can't
cool.
do that.
Well, it's like fine as long as you don't like do the Joker mask, do the Joker laugh. There's kind of a lot of steps it takes to get to there. Actually,
you're right. Like there was more to it for sure, but I'm glad he showed the worst case scenario.
Yeah, he showed what not to do.
So I could just be like, I'm not getting
really. Yeah, Dax is a valuable lesson on just how to not go about music, especially as like a black guy.
Yo,
he's like co-signing like the worst white rappers.
Yo, but it's like literally, I feel like he's like in a unique place where he doesn't really have like the rights to like co-sign anybody else.
No, but
you know
here's
what I mean?
Here's the thing: to white kids from like the burbs, it doesn't matter. It don't matter. Like that's not important.
He like only can co-sign things that white kids from like the suburbs are like gonna take. You know? Yeah, well, that's
his entire thing. His entire sound is. I was white kid from the suburbs when like Dax was like
we fucking with Dax.
Back when he was just like when he was like, yo, my car burned on fire twice. I almost lost my life, kind of shit. Like back when he was doing that, I like listened to a couple songs, but like it wasn't like I was like Dax is my favorite rapper. I was just like, you know, like I'll sit down and like watch the music video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, let's bring it back to your dad. He was listening to dance hall or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So anyways, yeah. My dad, who probably could not even tell you who Tech 9 is, he listens to a lot of dance hall, a lot of like reggae and dance hall. So it'd be like 7 a.m. and we're like on, like he's driving me to school, which was like such a short ride. And he'd be blasting this beat, like subs all the way up. I just woke up and I can barely even like hear, I'm just like feeling it. I'm like, boom, 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 you know? And at the time I like didn't question it. I was like, that's what he does.
Right.
But
keep going.
I think that really kind of like, I think that really kind of set the vibe for me, like music wise. I was like, I don't understand what's happening. All I know is that like my seat is moving. So I feel like it took me a long time.
You were just like you just like got highly overstimulated. You was like, low-key music sucks. Like your nervous system is shot and you're sitting in the seat like
But the crazy part is like now I get him. Because if I knew those songs, like if I already like had like a relationship with them, I'd be like, this is how I want to listen to it.
Right, it was like for sure. I was annoying as fuck when I had a subwoofer.
Yeah.
Back before I wrecked that car, I just follow random white families blaring like honestly, it was 100 gex. That's what I was doing.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Because like you know, like that nice white suburban family, like that Model-esque kind of thing. I was like, let's make one of them gay. Let's make one of these kids gay. And so I was just following and blasting 100 gex. That's what I was doing.
Well, it's like the opposite of like missionary work, you know, where like converting people.
Well, I was doing the gay agenda. You know,
spreading the gospel.
Spreading gospel, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, so you started off not fucking with music. What was the switch for you that was like, yo, actually, this shit's kind of fire, and I might dedicate my entire life to it?
So what got me into music was like, honestly, playing music. So my sister had this like toy piano. I was always like a visual artist. Like I wanted to draw comic books. I decided I was like 5, and I was like, I think this is gonna be my career.
Word.
So that was like always my path. But like, you know, my sister had this toy piano and she did not care about it at all. So I was like, hey, I'll play this thing. That seems fun. So I started teaching myself like, you know, like video game soundtracks and stuff, and just like
that's crazy. You know what's crazy? You want to sound crazy? I was listening to some of your music and I was like, this motherfucker definitely fucks with listening to video game soundtracks a little bit. Like,
that's what put me on.
Feeling like I was hearing like the what's the word? What's it called? Like the organization of the song, like how it's like stacked. And
like the arrangement.
The arrangement of the song. And I was like low key, like this motherfucker probably played like Undertale or something back in the day.
Yo, like I never played Undertale, but like that's exactly the vibe.
Yeah,
you know? So it's like that's what got me.
Or
into,
like you did. I was
arranging
that, or like I was like you did musical theater.
I did a little bit.
You did a little bit. Well, I was listening. I was like, "There's actually no way this guy did not just do a bunch of musical theater."
I did like literally like a year.
A year.
I did a musical, and I was like, "That seems like enough."
That seems like enough. Okay,
I don't think I should be like in this. You
know, like, you wasn't getting nasty on the sex couch.
Yo, and there was a sex couch.
Every single high school has a sex couch, and it's in the theater room.
And it's true. And
It is. It's behind stage, backstage.
Yep.
It's gross.
But I don't know. Theater people are like strange, and like it becomes very cultish. And
yeah,
I
have you seen that
really,
video of Timothée Chalamet and Denny's?
And Denny's, no.
Mm-hmm. He's all singing and chanting.
Damn,
it's crazy.
I wonder if that was right after he did like his Nicki like lip sync. And what?
Anyways, so you got into playing music on the piano, and then you just kept going from there.
Do some ice real quick. So, yeah. So
ice is bad for your teeth, by the way.
No, damn it.
Yeah, just letting you know. Keep going.
Well,
right now.
All right. Now I know that. So disappointed. So I got really into that, and it was kind of like this thing I do in the background. I play piano, and then in like 6th grade, my music teacher, shout out Mr. G, he put me on the FL Studio.
Oh, so your teacher introduced you to FL Studio.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Because he was like, yo, I noticed that like you're really into playing.
I got like my shit hacked down in FL Studio. No, like not even like recent. Not even like a long time ago. This was recent.
Oh.
This was like at the beginning of the year.
Damn.
I had to reset my computer, reset all my passwords.
No.
Yeah, they got my shit.
Man.
They got my shit.
It's like that though.
I
compromised like.
But did they give you like an official key or something?
No. He said to go get the trial. But at this point, I was already like deep into like pirating stuff, so I was like, I'll secure it. Don't worry.
Yeah, sure, I'll get the trial.
Yeah,
kind of thing. I can't lose well.
Yeah, hello. You know.
Yeah,
but
that was much more smooth than me.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even know. You only see the one eye, so yeah, I might have just blinked.
I don't blink at women. I just turn my head like this.
Yo, that's just like smart framing. You know what I mean? Like,
I frame myself when I go to the bush. I frame myself just right so I can blink at women.
Exactly. And profile. Yo, being mad, weird, and off-putting, and it's
but it's fine because it's from an angle.
Exactly.
They can't see my bad side.
They don't know.
They don't know. Actually, the other day I was at the bush.
Yeah.
Throwing a white woman under the bus to get ahead. That's what I was up to,
and like
it worked. I believe it. It worked. It really works. It really works.
What's the plot? Like, what's the?
So you sit at the bar, and when a white woman comes up being rude, you take note. You engage with her, so you draw the rudeness out of her more and more. You embolden her to be a little bit more rude, so she has a little moment.
You embolden her.
Yeah. And then guess what? When a beautiful black woman comes along, you just go, "Hey, that was crazy. Just happened.
You're crazy."
I
feel like this is like what Europe did to Africa. You know what I mean? Like
when you word it like that, it's not that good.
I just wanted to see what you say. Like when you really like unpack that.
When you really unpack it, but like it works. Like I mean, it wasn't even like I was getting phone numbers. I was having them ask me for my number.
You're doing this for the love of the game.
And I wasn't even texting them back, just for the love of the game. Not even getting anything out of it. No sexual satisfaction, no pleasure or anything like that. Just doing it for the love of the game.
Yo,
just making these women feel beautiful on a nice Friday night.
Yeah, making a story.
Making a story. Yeah, exactly. Now, I do it so I can come back on this podcast and be like, hey, this is what I was doing.
Exactly.
I was being a race trader.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
No, literally, and break that out. I break that out.
You can't break that out.
You can break. Actually, you can.
You can.
You can, and it works.
I can't believe it.
You can, and it works. Actually,
I can't believe it's that easy.
What was that one sound? White man did it in 1 week or whatever the fuck. But it's like white woman did it in 1 week.
That's crazy. I just feel like I need.
Well, it's actually more like 30 minutes, but.
I need to like talk to some people. Like I need to talk to some people like that this would work on. I'd be like, walk me through it.
Walk me through the thought process on how you get attracted to a white woman that's acting that crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm like if it's working, I feel like you should just do you. I'm just wondering why it's working. You know what I mean?
Well, because I have a spectacular vibe about me. You know, I got the degree in economics. I speak Chinese. I speak Spanish. A little bit of Korean.
That'll do it.
Yeah, you know, like I show that I have this like kind of like little vibe about me, and that's it. That's it.
I guess that's really all it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they fuck with me.
I believe it, honestly.
Yeah, they fuck with me.
I have no doubts. No. What the hell were we talking about?
I don't know.
We're still in the first question.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, your music career. Yeah, your music career.
Yeah, my music or whatever.
Yeah. We went on a tangent. Sorry.
No, I feel like it all circled back.
No, it all circles back. It's all connected. Because like music and like romance and all that, it's all connected.
Exactly. It's all about passion.
Have you ever used your music to get a nice, beautiful person?
Like, not at all, I don't think. I feel like
this motherfucker is getting clout, going on tour with the water parks and not even using it to get laid. Hey, do you see that in America? This motherfucker is so pure-hearted. So pure-hearted. They won't even fucking just do something to get ahead.
I mean, I just feel like I'm all about hanging out and having like a good time. You know?
That's fake and performative. This guy's lying.
Nah, because literally, like, you meet anybody, that's the first thing they'll say. You're like, yo, what's...
Is that what they say?
Yeah, what they say is that Jhariah is mad cool, like, loves to chill and hang out, like, always on, like, some really chill shit. Like, that's me.
So I should throw some pussy that way? like that or no? Like, what's good?
I feel like you're just not really, like, catching, like, how chill of a vibe.
Oh.
Like, you know what I mean?
You asexual?
Like, not even that kind of chill. not even that kind of chill. I don't think. Like, who knows?
Anyways, the music. Yeah, how's the music?
Yeah, like the music or whatever. Pirated FL Studio.
Yeah, you pirated FL Studio.
Okay, I pirated it after I made my first song. First song I did in the trial because I downloaded it as soon as I got home. I made a song and they were like, "All right, well, it's been real. Thanks for making this song. Like, do you want to buy FL Studio now?"
And he was like, "Actually," I was like, "How old was you at the time?"
12.
Yeah, I was 12 years old. I don't got no money. So fuck you.
Low key, when I was 12, I wasn't
Did you
actually
go to like Media Cloud Fire thing. Media Fire. Is that what you got?
Probably yeah. But what I did with that song though is I was like, I don't need to save this project. Like, fuck you. I'm posting it right now. I'm gonna export it. Like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to open the project. I'm like, I don't care because it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube right now.
On my YouTube channel, which by the way switched up so fast. I never even talked about.
Yeah, what was you posting beforehand?
Oh my god, a bit of everything. There were eras, right? There was like my Beyblade era. You know,
that's crazy. That's
you know,
awesome.
like I was like awesome. I was in there,
yeah,
and like in the toys and shit, and then I was like, you know, doing gaming, you know,
Minecraft. Okay,
know.
so you kind of like a Baby Keem thing going on.
Is that what Baby Keem had going on?
Well, Baby Keem was making Minecraft videos back in like when he was like 11.
I did not know that.
You did not know that?
We're in the same shit?
Yeah, y'all doing the same thing.
You wanna know something crazy?
The difference is like his cousin's really cool.
Yo, I have a cool cousin. He's not special.
Is it Kendrick Lamar? So can he put you on? Like,
yo, I'm kind of like the Kendrick Lamar of my cousins.
If you ever meet Kendrick Lamar, introduce yourself to him like that. He's like, yo, yeah. I kind of like the you of my family.
Exactly. He's gonna fuck with that.
He's gonna fuck with that.
You know what's so crazy? One time, like, a long story short, I was like at this studio, this producer right now, and we're in there like 1 a.m. Like, it's like just one of those vibes. He loves to be in there late at night.
Yeah.
So we had like long stopped working. You know, I'm just in there hanging out. Like, it's a bunch of people in the studio just
doing
chilling.
drugs.
Like, not on that particular night. Not any night.
Right. Yeah, Black Power. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, and that's
so I don't know why it's acting like this right now.
And that's on my rum and coke, you know?
Yeah, no, to be fair, all of these decisions is made through a rum and coke.
Mm-hmm.
If I do anything crazy, it's not me that crazy. Don't worry.
It's not me that crazy.
It's not me that crazy.
But I'm in there, and this. Yo, I can't even be in there. Always on some shit, like.
No, anyway, so you was in there in the studio.
Yeah, in the
just
studio,
chilling.
in the physical location of the place I was at. And this like group of people walk in, and at this point I had like met mostly everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I had like just finished this song called Risk, you know, which is like, you know, second biggest song or whatever, you know, single. And yeah, I can't stop doing it now. It's like
every time you do it, I gotta do it now.
You don't even have to do that.
No, I lie.
Yeah, I lie. Say something.
I get on my knee if you want.
Like I really like hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, okay, that made me really uncomfortable.
If I could like make you like any like requests right now for like things. No, you could if you want. Like I think you'd be chill about it.
Oh, I'd be chill about it.
Not everybody would.
No. Anyways, keep going.
Yeah? Okay. So bet, right? I like basically introduced myself to everybody. I was working on this song called Risk. I just finished it. So I showed it to this guy, his name's Alex. And he was like, this is brilliant. Like I love the song. And like and also I'm British. And he I'm like hanging out like in the back of the studio, like where everyone's chilling. And he's like, everybody needs to come and hear this song. Everybody come. And I'm like trying to introduce myself to people as I go, but like I get cut short. He's like, everyone needs to hear Risk right now. And we go and listen to it. I missed like one guy's name. I'm like, I'll catch you like, you know, after this whole expedition, you know. And he plays a song and everybody's like, wow, pretty good. I like that. That was crazy. And, you know, this one guy is like chilling, like shiny suit on. He's like, wears shades. We're in the basement at like 1 a.m. And I'm like, yo, what was your name, by the way? I didn't catch it. He's like, he looks at me, he's like, Ferg. And I was like, oh, like ASAP Ferg. Right.
That's crazy.
And he's like, yeah, man, you remind me of Baby Keem. That was fire.
Wait. Your music is nothing like Baby Keem.
No, like I reminded him.
Oh, like your person. Like you as a person. That's awesome.
Which, like, honestly, I fucked with that. I was like, wait, like, I would hope I carry a vibe even.
Yeah, no, you should let him know that he had this white girl saying "Amdulillah" a lot.
Yo, he's had like, imagine the amount of white people he's put on
to
saying Amdulillah.
But like in like the not correct pronunciation.
Oh yeah,
because it's like fitting the beat still, so it's like Amdulillah.
I love that he can do that.
He can do that. He can do whatever he wants. He's ASAP Ferg.
He's ASAP Ferg.
He's like, if ASAP Ferg can do something, he's gonna be like, hey, you can't do that.
Exactly.
He's just be like, yo, my name's ASAP Ferg.
My name is ASAP Ferg and I can do that.
I can do that. And this guy looks like Baby Kim. Or acts like Baby Kim.
Yo, that kind of felt like I was knighted, honestly.
You got knighted by ASAP Ferg?
I was like,
yeah, that's awesome.
Like I'm never gonna fail, you know?
Yeah, I can never fail. ASAP Ferg told me I act like Baby Kim.
I'm saying, like, you can't, like, you're on after that. You're on.
$1,000 in the bank account. That'd be on to me right now. I got no money. If anyone wants to do an ad, I got you.
Yo,
this podcast, we could do like 10 sponsorships per minute.
Mad marketable.
I've been seeing a lot of things that many companies wouldn't like, but I'll switch up for y'all. I would switch up for 50 million.
Switch up.
For like 50 million.
Honestly,
that's my number though. I won't switch up for below that.
You should do it for less.
Nope.
I respect that.
No, here's the thing.
I respect that.
No, I stand on everything.
It has to be like life-changing, like forever, generational wealth.
It's got to be like something that's gonna set my like children's children for like whatever, and I'm just gonna blow all that on fucking lottery tickets.
Exactly.
And I might win the Powerball.
Flip it.
I spent 50 million.
50 mil into a billion.
I'll turn 50. I could turn 50 mil into like $1,000 easy.
Yo, give me an hour in the casino.
Yo, give me an hour, 50 mil. I could come back with $1.
That'd be looking a fun game, like going into a casino and seeing who could like
Lose the
lose
most
the money
money.
the fastest.
What if you just bet 50 mil? You could. There has to be like a limit on like how many like bets you could do.
Yeah.
Like what the betting number would be.
Yeah.
I've never been to a casino.
I've been one time.
You been one time? Did you win any money?
I didn't like gamble anything. I was
What's
in
the
there
point?
making friends.
Yo, yeah, I went to a casino and I was just like having a great time hanging with everybody.
I
It was
literally
like so
did.
fun.
It was so fun. It was like,
You just watched everyone like lose their money around you, and you was like, "This is awesome."
yo, look here. It was recent too.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, it was a casino in the middle of Amish country, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question. Do the Amish like? Do they get up with the gambling?
I
Did you
didn't
see anyone with like the sideburns?
I didn't see any cyberns.
You didn't see sideburns like that?
Yeah, they weren't.
Oh.
I mean, they might have been like, because they have areas, right? There's like the regular, and then there's like the baller area, you know, where it's like, you know.
Oh, I thought you meant like the Amish have like a baller area, and I was like, that's crazy. Everyone's taken from Black Americans. That's wild.
Yo, they got sections.
We got the Amish speaking in the AAVE now.
That's actually terrifying.
We got the Amish. They're doing this weird like hybrid Dutch Aquafina thing going on.
I hope they never even learn about me like at all. They probably just like call it Ebonics, honestly. Which I honestly would prefer. I feel like that's actually like, you know.
Well, actually, it's not even AAV no more. It's AAE. Because African American English is the vernacular. Why are we always talking on the whatever? This is what's going on in like academia right now. So like, where are you from though? Like originally?
Oh, me or my?
Yeah, you. That's not an ice question. I'm sorry.
No. So I am from the Bronx. I'm from the South Bronx.
South Bronx.
Born and raised. Yeah.
Now you live in Brooklyn?
Now I live in Brooklyn.
You switched up on them. You switched up on the people in the
didn't
Bronx?
mean to switch up.
You went, I don't want to be like y'all no more.
Yo. It low-key, you want to know the reason I moved to Brooklyn? It's because I moved down here. I didn't move. I started going to school down here for animation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That went to college for?
Yeah, got my bachelor's in digital arts 2D animation.
Oh my God, look at you.
Yeah, you know.
That's some slight. Some a bachelor's degree.
Yeah, you know. But I was commuting like an hour and a half every day.
That's how it feels like when I was in Canarsie. Because I stay in Canarsie right now.
Yeah.
Like every time I go anywhere, it's like an hour and a half.
Exactly.
Commute.
And the thing is like I didn't even mind that much, but it's because like again, like I'm all about hanging out and chilling. So it'd be like, all right, I'll hang out until 3 a.m. I'll worry about that like at 3 a.m.
Right.
And it'd be 3 and like the trains would be down. And it'd be like, okay, so it's going to take you 3 hours to get home. And also you have to be back here for class in 5 hours.
Damn.
So I got so tired of that. Because also the train I was like, that went near my house at the time was down for a year. Yeah. They brought it back like my 3rd semester. So after that, I was really done. I was like, you know what? I should just, and then COVID happened.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So like apartments got mad cheap.
Oh, I bet COVID in New York was awful.
Honestly, it was sick. It was cool.
Never mind. No, fuck you. Yeah, never mind. No,
you know,
COVID was awesome. Yo, this guy, he really liked it when like 1 million people died.
Oh, well, I didn't like that part. but I had nothing.
But no, to be fair, like it was a great time. Like for like me who didn't get affected by like the deaths, it was like really chill. Like I just got to get out of school and then like I was playing a lot of video games and streaming on Twitch. Yeah. It was pretty chill. It was pretty chill.
It's kind of like that. You know, like I wish it had it happen. You know,
no, like it's like in the larger thing, it like definitely sucked and it's fucked things up. It fucked up the vibe until now. Like even up until now, like, it's fucked.
It's fucked COVID to this day.
Yeah, no, if I ever see COVID, like let them know. Like, they can get a knuckle sandwich.
Can get a knuckle Let me speak to COVID-19. All right, and we'll have a discussion.
No, so you like born and raised like New Yorker.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't think I could live anywhere else.
Really, really?
Maybe like 1 or 2 other places in the world.
Where would you be? Seattle?
You know I wasn't gonna say Seattle. Like, you know there's no world where I was gonna be like, Seattle.
So where would it be?
I feel like I could tolerate living in London. You know?
Really?
Honestly, it's
Really?
Because this is the thing, right?
Hang with the mandem?
With the men, them. Peck them, you know? This is my thing, though.
That's your thing, yeah.
This is my thing. I feel like New York really nailed it. As far as being a city, I don't know if I'd change anything. You know, besides like
really anything.
Know, like I would like make the train run better, but I wouldn't change our train.
What about the prices?
Oh, I mean, like,
what about rent?
Like, yeah, for sure.
You go like, actually, this is like a perfect level. Like this price is incredible. Like, because little as you know, he's a landlord. He actually spends money off time.
Whole time.
How do you think the music's funded?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everyone's got to have another job. He just got to figure it out. He's like, let me fuck over these poor working class people.
Yo, I got a townhouse in Bushwick. I got a 3-bedroom in Canarsie.
That's where I stand right now, actually.
Okay, besides the rent, right? Like I try not to think about that. It's like too scary.
Yeah, that is very scary.
Besides, I just feel like the way, like the way I live, like the way my brain operates, and the way I ideally would like just move in general is like New York is so perfectly conducive to it.
Yeah.
And everywhere else I go in the world, I feel like out of place. Like I feel like the way I do things, like you're not supposed to do them that way. I feel that way in London a little bit, but it feels like the closest I've experienced to like New York. But really? I don't like that. I don't like that their train closes at night. I don't think the train should ever close.
You don't think the train should ever close? Yeah, in Taiwan, like in Taipei, like their subway system was voted like number 2 in the world. It's an incredible system. It's super comprehensive.
Yeah.
The buses ain't as good, but it's like still pretty good. But yeah, that city goes the fuck to bed at like 1 a.m.
I'm saying.
And it was like super inconvenient if you ever went to the bar, like you had to get an Uber after. And like that was like
crazy.
It was a good difference in like $1 versus like 25 American. And it's like
insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
And I feel like a lot of New Yorkers think they want that. You know what I mean?
But they don't.
Because like, oh my God, the trains like, you know, in Taipei or in Japan, like they're faster, they're cleaner. I'm like, you realize to clean them like that, they'd have to close it? I will take the train the way it is. I'll take the service delays. I'll take all of it for the fact that it's always is running.
That is, that's something that's so convenient. That's so convenient.
It changes the way you live.
I can go from the middle of Bushwick to Canarsie. Anytime.
And the thing, because of that, I don't check the time. I don't go out and I'm like, oh, what time is it?
Yeah, no, it's true. I can get back whenever. It's fine. Like it's not a problem.
And that
is really something that is like unique, like uniquely in New York.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's like so conducive. Like it's exactly the way I ideally would move. And I hate being other places and being reminded. People will be like, no, for sure.
Yeah.
I hate like, oh my, even hanging out in Jersey, you'll be hanging out at nighttime and it starts hitting like midnight and somebody's like, what's your plan to get home? I'm like, I need a plan. What are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, man.
Oh, because
you need a plan in the next hour. What are you doing?
Damn, yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah, the nightlife also is like goes out later because of it, like compared to other cities, like people stay out till like 4 or 5. Like it's like
other night I was out until 7. I left the club at 8 a.m.
That's incredible. I gotta move here. I gotta move here. Because it's not like that in Kentucky. We don't like for public transit, like in Louisville, we always got the TARC buses and they suck. And actually there were signs all over the city, all over Louisville being like, we gotta fund the TARC bus, we gotta get more routes, more blah, blah, blah. And then the mayor was like, fuck you. He was actually giving that to the cops.
Yo, actually give them robot dogs.
Yeah, actually, let's just give them a tank. Let's just give them a tank. Yeah. But the thing is, like in New York, there's so much police, and that's like something that's like different. Like there's so much police here compared to Louisville. Like there's so much more. But also, the NYPD is kind of like the college brochure of the American police.
It kind of is.
It kind of just feels like, you know, have you ever wanted to have your rights violated by a 5'1" bisexual butch Puerto Rican woman?
And it's a likely story.
And it's like the story. It can happen.
And that can't happen everywhere.
That can't happen. That's not happening in Louisville.
It's not?
It's not happening in Louisville. No. No, it's like a white guy.
What's it like out there? It's always a white guy?
No, not always a white guy. It's either a white guy, white woman, black guy.
Yeah.
But it's like
all the classics.
But it's like someone that you look at and you go, yeah, they fucked me over.
You're a cop.
You fucked me over.
Yeah.
It's not someone that's got like a fade that's got like the side, like the lines in the fucking, you don't get that. You don't get that vibe.
And honestly, like it pisses me off when like a cop has a fade or something like that.
When the cop like has like style, low-key.
I don't like it.
Because
it
makes
like, me feel like
because I think something that's very cop coded is like their fashion being awful. Because have you ever seen an undercover cop?
I love looking at undercover cops.
They literally never. They're sitting there going around like this the entire time, like literally just grabbing their titties, squeezing them as hard as they can, walking around like. It's a bizarre way to move about the world, and they only hang out with other cops, so they talk so weird. They talk so,
cops.
And then they go into like a dispensary, being like going like, "Yo, can I get that like flower? Or, like, can you get me connected to any of that white stuff?"
Yo, they're always like just a little bit off.
It's always a little bit off. It's always a bizarre vibe that they bring to the function, and that's why we don't let any cops come.
Exactly.
No cops at Pride.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jhariah said that, not me.
I did say that. I don't know.
You did say that.
I don't know why you didn't say that. Who
why
knows how you feel?
Because I fuck with the cops.
Yo, and in conclusion.
Yo, I fuck with it. Me and the cops, actually, every single time, like, you might not understand what this is like, but every time I get pulled over by the cops, I don't get a ticket. I don't get nothing. I don't get a charge. I just go like, it must be like really hard for y'all guys right now.
Yo, I can't relate at all. I don't know how to drive. So really, that's your experience?
Yeah, no, but it's also because I drive reckless that I get pulled over.
So you should be getting pulled.
No, I should. No, I have a 2000 Toyota Celica GTS. If you know what that is, it's a little race car, low key. It's got a 6-speed little manual, and I fucking drift around corners.
I understand.
I drift around corners, but I ain't got pulled over for that.
Damn.
I was crazy. Like, when I was 16, I was late to soccer practice one time. I was in a Honda Civic, 2002 Honda Civic with a subwoofer. I was wearing ESTG, the Louisville rapper. He's selling fentanyl. So I got pulled over while like blaring that because I was going too fast. I was late to the soccer practice, and I was like, "Officer, sorry that my registration has chocolate melted all over it.
Stop.
I put the dark chocolate in the glove compartment. I didn't think it would melt. I really have to get to soccer practice right now." And he was like, "Sure."
Oh.
And it was pretty chill.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a crazy way to move about the world.
That does sound
and it hasn't, low-key, I thought it would change once I transitioned, but no, white privilege trumps.
Yeah, no, look, I mean, kind of like goated card.
Yeah, you know? And I hand them my driver's license that says male, and then they look at me, and then they go, "You got it."
I got bigger fish to fry.
I got bigger fish to fry.
You know?
Yeah. So, but like... Yeah, they hit you with one of these.
Yeah. One of us.
Yeah. Because I feel like low-key, like, I got a lot of, like, cop-coded, like, things about me. Like, I started shooting guns at, like, 6'7". 6'7"? Nah. No, I didn't actually. No, what's crazy is I've just done that so much every time I say 6'7" that it feels like, at this point, like, there's no enthusiasm. Yeah, I lack luster, but I grew with the AR-15 under my bed, actually.
Whoa.
I built multiple AR-15s, actually.
Whoa. Why are you doing that?
You never can know what's gonna happen. You gotta be prepared at all times.
Just Louisville things.
Well, I don't even think that's a Louisville. That's more of a Kentucky thing, probably. Like Louisville's actually like slightly different in that way. Like
other parts of Kentucky.
Yeah. You should come down to Frankfurt.
Frankfurt, is that the spot?
No, it's not at all. It's the capital of Kentucky.
Right.
It's not the spot. There's not shit happening there.
Yeah.
But you could like enjoy like the ambiance of like. Yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
You get to enjoy the ambiance of like.
I'm sold.
Yeah. Come on, let's go.
I'm sold.
Get on my flight with me.
Yeah, fuck it. When you flying up?
Tuesday. That's tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah, I gotta.
That changed my mind.
You got something to today?
I got something tomorrow, yeah.
Anyway, let's go back to the music. Let's bring it all the way back down to the music.
To bring it all the way back.
Let's wrap all the way back around. So
I cracked FL Studio.
Yeah, you posted that song.
Cracked
FL Studio. And what happened from there?
From there, so this is kind of like right in the part of my life when I just like sat up straight and forgot I was like not doing that like at all. I feel so tall now.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to start. I'll get back down.
Hey.
You don't know this, but he's actually 5'6".
I'm literally 6'8". Like
Not at all. That is crazy.
You can look it up.
If you lied like an inch, I would have given it to you.
You can look it up. I swear to God.
We can stand right now.
We don't have to do that. You should Google it.
I should Google it. So you cracked FL Studio.
I cracked FL Studio. And then this is like right in the part of my life when I was getting really into like Skrillex, you know, and like all of that stuff. Like I was really into like EDM. Like that was like what really changed my brain music wise. So I was making dance music, you know, I was making like dubstep and like techno and all this other stuff and just like, you know, anything I could make without having to like sing or write because I was like really averse to singing for some reason.
Oh, really? Which is crazy because you have a really good voice.
Oh, thank you.
Like, no, like I genuinely thought like you had grown up singing, like doing musical theater the entire time because you have a range that's there.
No, I just started doing that shit.
You just, I hate you. No, as someone who took singing lessons and like throughout high school and like was grinding and like there's only a certain range that I have to work within. That pisses me off, actually.
Okay, so to be fair, I say just now, but like this one's been like a decade. It's been like 10 years, you know.
How old?
I'm 24.
Oh. He's 14 when you got into. Okay, yeah,
I think I was like 15.
Okay,
15,
word. Okay, I thought you meant like literally like 2 years ago you started singing, and I was like, okay.
It's funny because I like used to say that like in like the beginning of like my music career because I was like, that was like a few years ago, and now I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like a decade. That's crazy.
2017.
Yeah.
Was like, man.
Damn.
But anyways, I was making dance music and I was also getting into like, you know, MCR, like Panic at the Disco and all that stuff. Right. But I was kind of like, I do dance music. Like I'll listen to that, but
that's not my stuff.
That's not me. Like I don't know how to sing or any of that. I don't know. I just want to arrange, right? Like that's like what I was really interested in music. I liked arranging music.
Yeah.
And I think over time, as I got like more kind of passionate about like listening to music and just, you know, I started going to shows, you know, I was like, damn, I think I want to do that. Like I love arranging music, but I think that feels now more like a tool.
It's not like the final end
to deliver something that I have to say. So I started singing.
You started singing?
Yeah, like a little bit at a time. You know, I spent like a year just recording myself so I would like not cringe when I hear my voice. And then I was like, okay, I'll write an album. Because I don't really know how music, the only reference I had for like how music gets rolled out was like 21 Pilots and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, which is just to say that all I really knew of like.
So you know something about Pain and Darkness.
Yeah. Exactly. I wasn't raised.
Was he raised in the hood? I know something.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's like really 21 Pilots that made me feel like really seen.
You said you was listening to that bar specifically in the Bronx, being like, wow, they spin right now.
but all of that is just to say that like my only real reference for like how music gets released is like doing it in the most extravagant way possible. You know, like they drop
like over the top.
Yeah, they drop a single and it'd be like, guys, like there's a puzzle. You know what I mean? There's like some ARG. Like you actually can go find the like I'm gonna give you some.
You have to explore St. Louis.
Yeah. Yo, here's some coordinates in Columbus, Ohio. The single is there. Go find it. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. And also, it was always an album. I didn't realize that people spend, you know, sometimes years leading up to their first album. I was like, I'm starting with a concept album.
Oh, that's awesome, though. That's awesome, though.
Yeah, which I wouldn't change it. But it was really just like for lack of like knowledge of like any smarter way of doing it.
But that's fine. You know? That's like you figuring out yourself. You don't have to do it like other people was doing it. Like I don't have an example. Keep going.
Yeah, and it's fine. I really,
yeah.
But it was cool because that really gave me a lot of space to like explore like what a record means to me. Because really, it's like all about the album.
Well, yeah, because like if you don't have the other notion of like how an album's supposed to be rolling out, how it's supposed to be made, it really is more unique to you.
Yeah,
you know, like it's less influenced by like, this is kind of the industry standard. It's like, low-key, this is my shit. I fuck with it. So fuck you. You gotta like it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
That's awesome.
it allowed me to think big. You know, I was into bands like that, or like MCR. You know what I mean? Like System of a Down. You know, and I feel like bands like that kind of like transcended like the conventional knowledge of how the music industry works. You know what I mean? Right. Okay. Which is good. I feel like that would really. Way?
Sorry, I haven't tapped in with them.
Oh, so it's like, okay, MCR, for example, right? I got into them the year they broke up in 2013.
Okay.
By the time I started making music in 2017, they were bigger than they ever were. Like when they were together as a band, right?
Right.
Because they had cultivated like such a like
cultish fan base almost.
Cultish fan base, and it's from like feeding these fans over so many years.
And then they got starved.
And they got starved, but the fans didn't leave. The lore kept going. They kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger without doing anything. You know what I mean?
That's the fucking dream. God damn it.
But I low-key was kind of like, I guess that's just what happens when you make really good music. And I didn't realize for a long time that actually not releasing music kills a lot of people's careers.
Yeah. That's not the norm at all. Most people, like, if they stop making music, people forget about them.
Exactly. But in my head, I was like, okay, well, I know that I'm a big fan of MCR, and that them building this world for me to be a part of has only made me a bigger fan. And I didn't care if they were like, you know, posting content or like releasing a single every few months. You know what I mean? It was like the world. So I think when I started making music, I was like, okay, my job as this thing is to like build worlds and pull people into them. And the music is just a piece of it, you know? Which I think was cool.
Which is like a very like far-sighted way to think about music at like, what was it, like 15?
Yeah, I was like 15.
Yeah, like I think 15, like, yeah, like if I just like cultivate an entire world and really rope everyone into it, people fuck with me the long way. Like that is a crazy way to start thinking at 15, which is like good for your career though. It's not the way that most 15-year-olds move. It's a lot more short term with like most 15-year-olds.
I think I'm just naturally a really like long-sighted person, like almost to a fault, you know?
Okay.
So I just like, that was all I knew. I also, I had like up until this point never even known like any like small bands, you know? Like I was never tapped in.
Like it was never like, you never went to like underground shows or like what's going on locally. It was like just like the big names kind of thing. Oh, okay.
So it almost felt like working backwards, you know? Where I was like, all right, like I have this idea. Here's what we're gonna do when we play like Madison Square Garden. Let's see what we can.
Let's see how we get to there. Though.
Let's see what we can do at Heart Bar. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So that was like,
so you just kept going with that. So like, how long did it take you from being like, I want to make this album to like actually doing the fucking album?
Like making, I mean, so it kind of started like immediately. Like once I decided that, it was like, I remember it was 2015.
But how long was the entire process of like album start to finish? Yeah.
I started that album in 2015, I think. It was the end of 2015. I started writing the first song, realized it was going to be an album. And that album was completed like the week after I graduated high school. It was like 2018.
So you spent like a good, like the majority almost of like high school, like working on this project.
Yeah.
And what was like what was the reaction to it? Because did you put out like some singles like in those couple years, or was it like, no, just locked in on this album?
I started putting out singles like 2017. Yeah, I think like the year before.
So the year before
came out.
So like leading up to it, you put out singles from the album.
Yeah,
and like a rollout. And how did that go for you?
So that was like, it was interesting. I mean, it had become like a bit at this point, you know, where like at school I'd be like, yo, so where's this album you keep talking about? Because like, it was like all I'd talk about. Like all I think about was like this album, because I was obsessed with it. And so releasing the singles, it was like it was a slow burn for sure, because I was like, I don't really know who this is for yet. And I also don't know where those people are, how to get to them. You know, so I was really just trying to like find my people. And what I found very quickly is that like the local scene and like the people around me was not it, you know what I mean?
Really?
That wasn't like
in New York, and like specifically, or in the Bronx? Like
the Bronx, but New York really as a whole.
New York as a whole. Oh, okay.
I mean, like at that point, it's like I was really just, you know, in the Bronx. But I think even as I like broke out of there into like the rest of the city, I was like, okay, I think the thing I'm doing is like really not so regional or, you know, locked to a place. I think what I'm looking for is like people that are like me, that like listen to music and are like feel like these really feel like connections between different genres and different sounds that goes beyond like a particular music culture. Or are we out of focus? No, my eyes are out of focus.
No, it's good.
My eyes went blurry.
You gotta blink. You gotta remember to blink and do that. Yeah, that's part of the human thing.
Yeah. I gotta remember to breathe.
So you put out the album, right?
Yeah.
And then what was the media reaction? Did you have like initial like buzz already from like just putting out the album? Like somehow the algorithm just worked its magic?
I mean, this was like 2018. So I feel like at this point, the algorithm as we know it wasn't even like a thing. You know what I mean? Like Twitter was still Twitter. Like Instagram was still mostly, I don't even know if like...
Yeah, it was mostly just pictures then, right? Yeah.
It was pictures and videos. I don't even think people used the Discover page at that point. There were no Reels.
No, there's no
TikTok. Like
it was
Vine was still up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or had just died or something. So really, it's like the way to like build a fan base at that point.
Because I only know TikTok. Like, I only know how to build like a music thing off TikTok. It's like how all my friends that's like musicians have done it.
Exactly. And Loki, I'm really appreciative for that time I had before TikTok where I was really like focused on just like the abstract, concept of it. Because I feel like, starting music like, at where I did, I feel like it very easily could have been a thing where it all happened on TikTok. But I think that time gave me like a good foundation for like the community part of it. Because I was like, okay, well, I'm going to have to manually find the people that I think share like the same mindset as me,
and like music taste,
listen to music the way I do, and finding people that listen to the same music I listen to, but for the same reasons, right? Because
what was the strategy to get to them?
So it was like, first of all, the first like biggest part of the strategy was just making really cool shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which like you have to have good music for people to fuck with.
I say that because it was a lot of like investing time in like making music videos, doing, I remember I spent forever doing like the CD layouts and like burning CDs and shit.
That's awesome. And, yeah.
Visuals and album art and prints and, like creating this visual world, making it seem
and,
like
you have that background and interest in like you said animation and like 2D art.
Yeah, there's all types of animation stuff. So I feel like it was this thing where I was trying to make it seem larger than life. You know what I mean? I was like, I had luckily the ability to put effort into like the creative direction and visual of it that like was a lot more ambitious than you could reasonably justify like hiring someone to do for a song that wasn't going to make any money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't really spend like $5,000. First of all, if you don't have the $5,000, but then also, and also when there's no audience yet for them.
Yeah. But it allowed me to be like, okay, well, what, if I was the fan and I was getting into this, what would it take for me to take it seriously? And I was like, okay, well, it would have to seem like a legit thing. It'd have to
like your frame of reference is like the big.
It'd have to be 21 Pilots.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna, I always kind of think of like building a fan base as like throwing a really good party, which is that like the best party to go into is when that's already popping off. You don't want to be the first one at the party.
Yeah.
Some people will do it, but I feel like the thing is,
it's a lot more comfortable if you like coming in after like 10 people at least showed up.
Exactly. You don't want to show up and be setting up the chairs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And luckily, a lot of people have been like, yo, like, let me help out with the chairs. But the idea was that I wanted people to like, the first time they experienced my music, feel like they could immediately go and talk to somebody else about it. So I like really early on, I got really obsessed with the idea of whatever few fans I had, like just making sure they had access to each other. So it wasn't just access.
Did you do like a Discord?
So the Discord eventually came after a few years. I was very big on like Twitter, you know what I mean, and Instagram, but it was like trying to be less focused on people being like, yo, follow me, like follow my stuff, and being like, yo, follow each other. Because that was the thing with like MCR. I was like, that community kept itself alive.
Even
from people being like, I need to find other people that listen to this band.
Okay. Yeah.
I was in group chats, like just for the purpose of talking about MCR.
Yeah.
So I was like, how do I cultivate that? Because also like, I don't want to be solely responsible for making sure you listen to every single thing I do. I was like, my whole goal, hopefully long term, is that I put out a song and they handle it from there.
yeah. Well, that is the dream. Yeah.
So
That's the
I
dream.
got on that like pretty early. I was like,
Mhm.
yo, like fans, like y'all should be following each other. You should be talking about like these releases
creating a
without
community.
me.
Yeah.
A community that's not a cult. You know what I mean?
Right. Like a normal vibe, but like, they fuck with you like really
Yeah.
importantly. They give you their money, like all that shit. Like that's important. Yeah.
And weirdly enough, that is what makes for a cult following, I think. But I think it's different because I feel like, especially, in the age of TikTok, like with like the way that I think social media has like started to push artists, and industry professionals are always like, it's very important to like connect with your fans,
Yeah, but like, what is connection?
The
connection is really just getting numbers on like a TikTok or a reel or whatever.
Yeah. And I think a lot of it creates this very sort of like encourages like all the parasocial stuff that people like artists claim to hate, where you're like purposely creating this parasocial relationship with your fans where everything is centered around you, and them like directing all their attention on your life because you want them to feel more connected to you and listen to your music because of it. But I think when somebody's relationship with your art is entirely revolving around them trying to connect with you as a person, it's going to put a strain on you as a person. And I think it's like, seems to me like way more intuitive.
Like the feeling of getting put on a pedestal, like is also like damaging for the artists themselves, because it makes them lose like their sense of reality and like really their place in the world, and they think they're too big for like what they're actually doing.
Yeah, you blur the lines.
Yeah.
To me, it's way more intuitive to like take that attention that they're putting on you and put it toward the greater community, like making them feel like they're a part of something, part like of each other, rather than like everybody following you in like a pack.
Yeah.
But music people like love that. They're like, artists should be like cult leaders, and like you can sell stuff to your audience.
Well, Jared Leto has a band. He's got a like island or something, or he's got some sort of compound. Is it an island? Yeah, he's got a compound where he runs a cult and he plays music there. It's a very odd thing. You don't want to be like him. You don't want to be like Jared Leto?
I don't want to be like that,
Jhariah publicly don't want to be Jared Leto. That's awesome.
That's like really awesome. But yeah, I think it's really paid off though over the years.
I mean, it has paid off. Like,
I think it's a great community, and I don't feel like suffocated by it. Even as it gets bigger and bigger, it feels like something that's
still manageable. But like you can interact with it in like a healthy way.
Yeah.
That's not like making you feel like God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they keep each other entertained. They make it exciting for each other. Otherwise, I'd have to post 10 TikToks a day.
You have to be a lot more interesting online. You have to be like tapped in all that time.
Be tapped in, and
it's hard to do.
Display it,
and it's hard to do when you're also making like, because what a lot of you do, like when I was listening to your music, I was noticing that a lot of it is like more conceptual. It's connected, because a lot of like albums these days low-key just feel like playlists. It's like someone just like some like bangers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, your shit did feel like, okay, it is stepping into a world. There is this sound that is like, while there is obviously like similarities across different albums and blah blah blah, like there was distinctness from each album. It didn't all sound like each other. With some artists, like low-key one project to the next project, it kind of feels the same almost, like he's only just doing the same thing. Like if we're throwing anyone under the bus, the baby.
And you know what, we can't throw the baby under the bus, actually.
We can't throw the baby under the bus.
Yeah. Put him under there.
So like, so what got you into like being able to do it full time though? Like when was that? When was like, he's like, okay, I don't need a second job. I can like focus on your music.
Okay, so that I remember it very distinctly, because it kind of was like out of necessity almost. I remember. So I'm big into numbers. I won't lie. Like I love some math.
You love some math, love some numbers, yeah.
I remember I was kind of plotting at a certain point. Like I was like, getting my like little distro kid checks everything, and I remember like every month or whatever, and every time I would release a single, there'd be like a spike and it'd go down and go back up. But I was kind of like doing these projections in my head of like, okay, like this single, like we made like increased by 10% and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, by this time, I think I'll be able to like maybe like do it full time and do this.
Okay.
And then I released this song, Debt Collector.
Yeah.
And that kind of like flipped the entire thing on its head. It was like overnight.
That one was like your big like moment almost. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, fuck all of the projections. Like,
Fuck all the projections. I
changed it.
guess I could do it now.
So it wasn't even that. I think it was like I'm getting my timelines right. Okay. This is all crazy right now.
Yeah.
So the fall before that, I released a song called Change of Pace. I need to change of pace. And this is right when I was like, okay, I think soon I'm gonna be able to do this kind of full time. Like, it'll be tough, but I think it'll be possible. I released that single, and then immediately I think released another single or music video or something. It's also around the time I started working with my manager.
Okay.
And I remember like she was so helpful on that release, but I was still in school. I was doing like midterms at this point, exams. I'm starting like, films and stuff, like all this work. And I was also to like make money freelancing. I was like doing animation and stuff. So I was just like strung out. And I remember like that song coming out and being like, man, honestly, like even like the little bits of money, because it had started like going, and I made like a little bit
accumulating in a slight bit. Yeah,
and I was like, dude, is there any way I could like survive off like the little bits of money here? And I remember basically at that point being like, okay, the year had finished, and I was like, I think something has to give. So I went to my parents and I was like, I think I got to drop out of school. They're like, you're not dropping out of school.
They was like, yo, actually, that's a fucking awful idea, actually.
Because I was like, man, like, I don't see it. Like, I feel like I need to, like, that's not it. So I was like, okay, I think I maybe have to, like, quit freelancing for a little bit and try to, like, live off of the, like,
the residual shit?
Yeah, so I was getting, like, $1,000 or something like that every month from DistroKid. And at that point, it was okay. I hadn't moved out. But not long after that, like really around the time Debt Collector came out, I remember I finished Beginner's Guide, like the EP. The day I was moving out of my parents' house.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, literally the last thing I did is like record a song and pack up my recording stuff. And then like that was it. And I moved. So and this was like 2021.
Yeah.
So I was basically making like just enough money to pay like all of my bills every month.
Yeah.
But I lived with like my friends, you know what I mean? And we like split our groceries and everything.
Yeah.
So we lived like as cheap as possible.
A very frugal life.
And I basically was like back on the projections, and I was like, okay, I'm committed to this now. Like, I'm not freelancing anymore. I'm just doing music. Yeah. I just have to make this viable to like survive off of longer term, like in the next few months. Yeah. Which at the time was optimistic, because every month it'd be like a big jump. It'd be like
an increase. Yeah.
You made $1,000 this month, and then it's 2,000. I'm like, okay. In my brain, I'm like, let's flip that a few more times. Like,
this exponential growth will keep happening month after month.
And the crazy part,
and then it did,
is then Flight of the Crows came out.
Yeah,
which is like such a huge anomaly, but it was really the perfect thing for like my delusional head at the time. So it's like, okay, again.
Yeah, it's going up again.
Quadruple. And I was like, okay, then we've got something. So that's when I was like, okay, now I really have to like commit, and that kind of started this like really long string of like incredible like things happening, which is like, again, like at the time fully like independent, it was literally just me and like the community that had like started to form. I was like, yo, we can do anything. We're taking over this shit. Like,
like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't got there yet. I haven't got to that moment where I was like, fuck it, me and my fans, we got this.
And it's like,
it's different with social media. People don't, because like, I exist as a 15-second video for people. A song is a lot more emotional, like you can connect with, you know what I mean? Because also, a song famously, it's a lot more work and effort than one reel.
Sometimes.
No, for me, in my case, unless you can pump out a 3-minute single in 15 seconds, I don't think. Yeah, exactly.
It takes me years. It really does.
But that's a level of dedication that, like, I've always looked at people who can do that and been like, wow, that's incredible. Because like I take like a week to do something and I go, yeah, over it.
I'm just too stubborn. I like can't put something down. Oh my God, especially if a song sucks. I'm like, I can't let this song suck. So I can't stop until I like the song.
You don't give up on the song?
No. I never have like people ever sometimes will be like, yo, like you should drop like an unreleased song or a demo or something. I'm like, the songs are out. That's it.
Wait. Actually, you don't have like unreleased music?
No, because if it was like, I finished the songs. You know what I mean? Like if a song,
it's good, you finish it.
Yeah, if it's like anything beyond like a little snippet of an idea, then I finish and I release it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not just making songs.
That's a crazy way, because like I know I got friends that's like they got like 100 songs unreleased and they've only been doing it for 2 years.
I can do it. Because I'm like, what are we doing here? The thing is, I know I have
but you also have like, your sound is like almost like in the arrangement, like there's like this orchestral feeling where there's different parts moving, you know what I mean? In a way that like it's coming together cohesively, which a lot of people's not doing as much, you know, like a lot of like, other musicians, like this is not bragging on them. Everyone has their own space and they exist in their own lane, but like it is different if you can look up like Lil Baby type beat, you know what I mean?
True.
Versus like
Jhariah type beat,
doing like every single Jhariah. Low key, you just probably got it. You could probably look up a Jhariah type beat right now.
Yo,
and find something.
We'll see. I hope I'm there yet.
You probably. I
hope I'm on.
Well, at least one at this point.
One.
Because I was looking on Spotify, you have like at least 200K monthly listeners. I feel like you get at least. You start.
I should get a type beat. You know what I mean? Like somebody has to.
You have to get a type beat. I know people that got 100K that got type beats on their name. So like you probably do.
Let me think on that. I'll do some research.
Yeah, do some research. See if any of them's actually good.
Yeah.
They probably won't be. Most of the time, type beats like it's really hit or miss.
Yeah. Probably. I'm just honored that somebody would type beat me. You know.
Really?
You know?
I mean, that is probably a big honor. Yeah, it is a big honor. It's like, fuck, like people want to be like me. Damn.
I'll probably comment and be like, this is sick.
This is like, keep doing your thing, or like, hey, Loki, yo, can you change the name? This is not like related to me at all. Yo, don't use my name to promote this.
Yo, and it's like, honestly, I feel like if I was like, especially like a rapper, like producer, I'd kind of be on that sometimes. Like, yo, this is not a me type beat.
This is not.
Oh my god, when they do the like 2 artists, you're like, yo, like Future X, like
Lil Baby
type beat. Like, first of all, what does that mean? And second of all, why am I in it?
Yeah,
Take me out of it.
Take me out of that. Yeah, exactly.
You're using my name just because. Why don't you say it's a you type beat? See where it goes.
Yeah,
nobody cares about that. Like,
yeah, how about you do your own shit? How about you do it in your own name?
Yeah, nobody cares if it's a Dennis type beat. You know what I mean? Because you're just Dennis.
Yeah, fuck you, Dennis. To any Dennises listening to this, fuck you. Duke Dennis especially, fuck you. Jhariah says, fuck you, Duke Dennis. That's a fact. No, but like, honestly, that makes sense though. Cause like, if you have like these songs that like, I bet that FL Studio, if you still use FL Studio, you're not able to now.
To this day, FL
Studio. I bet there's like, you know, fucking like 100 layers, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
like the songs take too many hours for me to like get to any kind of point and be like, I'm done with this. You know, most of the songs on my last album, Trust Ceremony, took like in the hundreds of hours, like 3, 4, 500.
For real.
So it's like you don't get to that point. At least me, I feel like I don't get to that point in something and be like, it's actually
I don't
not
fuck
working.
with it. Yeah, I don't fuck with it. Yeah, at that point, if I put in 100 hours into something, I'd be like, I gotta make it work.
Yeah,
I gotta make it work. Yeah,
but I work slow, so a lot of them it takes me the first like 20, 30 hours just to have a full song to listen to. So by that point, I'm kind of like, okay, there's a vision.
This is a work ethic that I don't have.
It's really like stubbornness more than anything.
Because when I feel like when I do stuff like that, it's not even like when I like go to work hard at something. It's like, okay, I gotta put out like 10 different videos. It's not like I gotta work on one and like really grind it out. What the hell? So what the hell? I don't know. The wind is always doing that.
I guess so.
Cool. But yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be this podcast episode. It's getting a little loud in the bar. So
yeah, they're coming for us.
They're coming for us right now. Anyways, check out Jhariah's socials in the description below. The music is incredible. If you're a fan of like, I know I made that Brendan Urie joke earlier, but like genuinely, like there is like you can feel the influence. But like, I'll say this.
I always fucking panic.
He's better than Jhariah, better than Brendan Urie. He's better than Brendan Urie, and he's not racist.
That's true. I'm not.
You probably,
as far as you know.
Well, yeah, but you're saying the N-word just like him. Cut it.
No, that was one time. Barely just.
Yo, I only said half of it. I stopped
Only
myself.
a little bit.